I worked with the former First Lady of Ondo State, Madam Betty Akeredolu, for good 7 years with the payment of 45,000 naira monthly, and now she has dumped me, said the makeup artist or the former First Lady of Ondo State. Hello, everyone. You're very much welcome. Out of nowhere, we saw this video of a young lady, right, who decided to express herself on what has been going on with her. She alleged that she's been the makeup artist for the former First Lady for good 7 years. And if we are to take a look at it, I think her husband spent the whole 7 years in both for first and second term because he didn't finish his last term. Right. So let's say from when she became the first lady, this makeup artist has been a special makeup artist. And this woman decided to come out. She was interviewed by a certain young man who also felt strongly that this woman was not well treated. The woman talked about how close she is to the former first lady, and they do go from one state to another. That anytime Mrs. Akeredolu is in Nigeria, she is a official makeup artist. She never mentioned ever traveling out of the shore of Nigeria to do any makeup artist work, but anywhere she's in Nigeria, maybe the Ondo state where her husband is the governor, or she needs to go to um, out of station meetings or whatever else outside Ondo state, but within Nigeria, that she's the official makeup artist. And you know how the schedule of how a first lady will be. Sometimes they have functions at night, and sometimes they have several functions during the day, and she has to look, speak, and span with makeup adequately in place. So one can just imagine the kind of schedule that this madam was running, and which this makeup artist said she was always at the beck and call of the former first lady. She even said that because of the work she got to the first lady, she's not able to do her business anymore, that she had to close down her own makeup shop to be able to focus on the former first lady's makeup artistry, which is understandably. You can't, number one, first lady cannot come to her shop to do her makeup, and she has to be available, every time the first lady needs her. So now the question is, what is the cause of the palaver gong 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 gong? What is the wahala? What is the stress that has got her so distressed and all of that? I'd like us to just listen a bit to the interview this lady granted.
Yeah, good evening. My name remains Prince Olujimi Adekale, the CEO of Savannah News Television Worldwide. Today is 22nd of April 2024. I have a guest here with me. She's one of the aides of the former First Lady of Ondo State. She approached me and I said I have to put it in this form for Ondo State people to listen to her story. Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, what's the name?
My name is Mrs. Years-Sade.
Sade Adu. So what brought you to me?
Because of Her Excellency, I've been working for her for more than 7 years. When I was going, she did not give me anything.
When you are going, she don't give you anything to support you. For how many years did you work with her?
I worked with her with 7 years.
You worked with her for how long?
7 years.
For 7 years. As what?
As a makeup artist.
Makeup artist and...
Pedicure. We braid her hair when she's still making it.
We braid her hair when she's still making hair, pedicure, makeup artist, you are doing all that. So how much are you being paid? Your salary in a month?
I used to be paid by 50,000, but I will give back 5,000 to bread can. So 45,000 used to reach my hand.
You will give, they pay you 50,000 in a month, you still
pay? For the money to reach us, they have removed 5,000 before the money reaches us. That's give back to Brecan.
Give back to Brecan. What is the reason with Brecan? So is that how all of you pay to Brecan?
That's how she said it from beginning.
From beginning, that you'll be paying 5,000 naira back 10%. To Brecan. 10% to Brecan. So your own is 5,000 because I'm receiving 50,000. So those one is receiving 100,000 will be paying 10,000 back. So 10% of your salary goes back to Brecan, right? So, so what happened now? Are you still with her?
No.
Okay. And she settled you when you are leaving after 7 years?
No, she said that she's out of her office, that there's no help that she can render.
No help she can render. And I learned, she told me earlier that you have a shop before you joined her.
Yes.
Where is the shop now?
It has gone. All my customers have gone. I'm just still at home doing nothing.
Okay, for 7 years, you lost all your customers. The shop is closed because... Were you traveling with her? Were you staying with her?
Yes, I used to follow her everywhere that she goes all over Nigeria.
Wow. To do her makeup, her fingers,
everywhere.
To braid her hair sometimes and all those stuff. So, when did you leave her?
I left after the final burial of her husband.
Okay. So when you left, she didn't say, okay, this amount I'm going to help you with as you are leaving? Nothing?
No, the daughter asked me that what did I want to do, and I sent a business proposal to the daughter. More than 4 million naira that I want to open my studio back. But till now, they did not get back to me. I now send a text message to Her Excellency that, Mommy, please, I need your help. Please, you are my last hope. That she should send to render help. She now said she's out of her office, that there is no help that she can render.
You say she's out of office, there's no help she can render for you?
Yes.
After working for 7 years?
Yes.
No, don't cry, please. Don't cry, please. For 7 years?
Yes.
So there's no help she can render you?
Yes.
Have you ever traveled with her all over in places in Nigeria?
There is no way that she used to go in Nigeria that I don't normally follow her. At times I used to work as a PSF.
On 50,000 naira.
Yes.
And that 50,000 naira, she will still remove 5,000 naira in a month.
Yes.
And they will remove 100, you said they will remove 100 naira.
Charges for the...
So at the end of the day, you are collecting 44,900
yes.
in a month.
Yes.
And you have family.
Yes.
You have a daughter.
Yes.
You have a husband.
Yes.
Oh my God. So how is your husband now?
My husband is not doing anything now. He is working before, but because of the recession in town, the vehicle that he is using to do cab, we use it to do campaign the second time. Maybe after the campaign, we will see get something. We use it to go to inside the Jare to do campaign, but the vehicle are spoiled, so we now sold it at the rate of 100,000 naira.
Have you ever told the first lady that you need help? Before
yes,
now?
I used to inform her that she should help me. So she now said that since I have a passport, that she will take me travel out. But now
Nothing.
Nothing.
So what are you expecting from? You are from where, madam?
I'm from Ondo State.
Where in Ondo State?
Akure South.
Akure South. How about your husband?
My husband is from Ijare in Ifodere.
Okay. So what are you expecting from Ondo State people now?
I want them to help me because there's nothing. As I'm talking now, I've been thinking every time, every day, crying out of it. I need help. I want to reopen my shop. Please help me. I need
Don't
help.
worry, don't cry. We'll do, by the grace of God, we will try and alert good Ondo State people to come to your help. You will not suffer. So which means you have wasted 7 years for 44,900 working with the first lady. Ladies and gentlemen, I think you have heard from her. Don't cry, please. Don't cry. You have heard from this woman. She's a mother and she has a family, but she's just been discarded like that, as if nothing happened. Just been discarded. But we'll try. Do you know the current governor?
Yes.
She knows you very well?
He knows me very well. He used to see me when the two of them are saying good things.
Okay, he used to see you with the first lady. That is His Excellency Lucky Aitatiwa.
Yes.
He knows you very well.
Yes.
And other cabinet members, they know you.
Yes. There's nobody that is working with them that doesn't know me with her.
Okay. Thank you very much, gentlemen. You have heard from this woman what happened, and this is the type of human being we have. What is 4 million to the first family? What is 4 million to empower somebody that work with you for 7 years? What is 4 million? Even we that are nothing like this, we have no money, we see help. What is 4 million? You can see the type of character of people we have that have been ruling this state for 6 years. Despite all the loots, you cannot make your own worker happy. 4 million. Thank you very much and God bless you. And I still remain Oluchimi Adekale, the lion of the tribe of Real Kingdom. Good evening.
Okay, so that's the anchor Mr. Olujimi Adekale, who interviewed Sade Adu, the makeup artist. Okay, so now listening to this, of course, we can see that there was a form of agreement from the beginning of I'm going to pay you 50,000, but you're going to pay 5,000 into Brecan. That's the ex-first lady's NGO, and on another 100 naira for charges, service charge. So she collects 44,900 naira from the beginning of our transaction with her to the very end when our services were no longer needed. We must understand that Mrs. Betty Akeredolu had one of the most turbulent period as a first lady, because we can count with our hands how many governors passed away while still active in service. So it's most unfortunate that Akeredolu lost his life after so many years of treatment of the cancer or leukemia he had and all of that. May his soul rest in perfect peace. But his reign is that such that is not really ailed so much. He has his good side. You know, people said of how he did Amotekun to ensure that Southwest is safe, that he was actually at the forefront. However, on the other side, people are still talking about how underdeveloped even his own hometown or has been, and how though he met a plethora of unpaid salaries, but he could not even step up to not owing. He was owing from back to back, and that state is purely a civil servant state, you know, and all of that. Now moving to Betty Akeredolu, you know, she also tried to get into the Senate in her state, one of the eastern states, but she did not win and all of that. And, you know, so many stories about how she deployed a lot of things there. Some even alleged that she has built hospitals and some other good amenities in her hometown, maybe where she hopes to, you know, later leave. Right. But one good thing is that she's been remarried into the family, that kind of thing. Her husband's brother, kind of remarriage, not knacking remarriage, but that kind of, we still want you in our family and all of that. That's their family right. Now, coming to this now, if you're working with someone, I know how domineering or dominating people in high places could be. Once you start working with them, it starts to look like you're doing them a favor. I'm going to take this from different perspectives. But as long as you're a professional and you've agreed on a particular price, if you need to ask for increment, you have the right to ask for increment. Now we know the Ondo state is not really a buoyant state like compared to Lagos, because I can't imagine makeup artist of the first lady of Lagos state, even one sitting, she no pay at all. She go cost like 100,000 or 150,000. You know how eyebrow Lagos is. If she gets the very good top of the range makeup artist, right? Now, there should have been a discussion of an increment from the 50,000 naira they agreed at first to something better. For 7 years, working on one same salary for 7 years, I think is too long, in my own opinion. Because even if it's a civil service, there should have been an increment somewhere along the line. Though people will argue to say that, but she's earning more than 30,000, which is the minimum wage. But she's not a government worker. She works as a professional by herself. Now, she didn't say Madam owed her any amount of money. Madam. So that's out of it. However, there's always this belief that, okay, since I'm working for an influential person, if I'm taking my leave without any wahala, I can still always assess the person. Not be everybody go get mind to help somebody. Because number one, Madam Akeredolu is still fighting her battles. Because if they open chapter of record keeping in that state, you know, Oga don't go rest. I don't know what can happen. But she's also a toughie. She's one woman who, even to the current governor now, who was the deputy governor before, they gave themselves really hot. Really, really hot. So should we call this a sense of entitlement on the part of the makeup artist or not? Let's take a view of the text message allegedly between both of them. So it reads, "Good day, ma. How are you and family, ma? The Lord that has kept you will be with you since our daddy's decease will never for once forsake you and be with you, will be with you, ma. I really need your assistance, the whatever is covering that place, whatever. I don't mean to sell my land and rent a shop, but it wasn't possible. I'm starting to feel depressed. Please, my belief in you and you as my helper. May God continue to uphold you, ma." Okay, so that's her explaining that she's at her lowest ebb. And the first lady allegedly said, "I'm out of office, so I can't be of any help." And Shade Adu responded saying, "Okay, ma." So it's an alleged conversation released by this blog to say this is what transpired between them. So you can see Madam First Lady's ex-First Lady's response was sharp, straight to the point, no patronizing. There was even no cognizance of the greeting. Say, how are you? How are you doing? Thank you for the prayers and all that, because they worked at close range. Somebody's makeup artist, as you can hear the lady say, she even acts as PA sometimes. And her PA means you go carry bag, carry slippers, carry shoe, carry gele. So it's a very close proximity kind of thing. So my people, all I would just say, we say, if you dey work with big man, make you negotiate your price very well. If the thing no pay, you make you waka. Like some people will say that, do you think say rich man wants you to be okay or be comfortable? Some people do want to wish you well. Some people want to, once they've seen that you're a good person, you're trustworthy. Because I want to believe that Shade Adu was worth working, being having around as a makeup artist for her to retain her for 7 years. Because this Madam Betty Akeredolu wey we know, if to say the woman dey steal, or the woman no good, or the woman get show, or the woman no know her work, she know immediately she go dismiss them. Sharp, she go tell her make she go. So I don't really know what went on with them. Some people are saying once you don't work with somebody, don't expect anything again. Collect your agreed amount, waka. The person no owe you. Because it is when you have expectations that somebody will disappoint you. But if you don't have expectations, you just know that this is what we agreed. Collect your money, the waka. You won't overbend yourself and do too much. Because the person will not set you up when she was even the first lady to empower you, maybe to take you abroad like you said she promised you or something. Definitely out of office, she might not do it. So now life be that. Life will carry person up, sometimes bring person down and all of that. So I really don't know what to say. Because what's your opinion on this one? Would like to hear from you in the comment section, Ariel.